Hello guys, thank you for joining me for today's gentle flow to honor the Venus Retrograde, which we are in at the moment, and it goes on for the next 6 weeks. So Venus is this amazing planet connected to beauty, wealth, values and relationships, romantic relationships and friendships of course as well. So this Venus Retrograde will really make us reflect on our values in terms of relationships, relationship patterns, and wants us to be our authentic, true self. And not be dependent on someone else. Don't minimize and don't compromise. Don't be too dependent on someone. So honoring your own authentic truth. And getting really clear on our needs, what are our values. So we want to get really strong focus on our core values. What does our heart desire? What do we want? Really just focusing on yourself for the next hour during this flow, listening to your heart, your intuition. What do you need? What do you want? The planet Venus is also linked to femininity, so more yin style practice that we will do today. So it will be a bit more gentle, more receptive, moving slowly and in circular movement to really activate that female energy, to be receptive of the wisdom that wants to come in, that wants to tell us what we need at this moment in time for the future. And so when you are ready, get yourself on the mat and then we can start. So when you're ready, come to meet me on the mat. You're kneeling and we're starting in a receptive child's pose. So knees wide, big toes are touching, and then walk the hands to the front of the mat and then sink down. Maybe you want to bring a cushion underneath the head. Maybe you need a cushion or a blanket in between the sit bones and the heels. If this is too uncomfortable, see what you need. And then melting down into the ground, into the earth, arriving on your mat, feeling the contact to the ground, the connection to yourself. Letting go of any responsibilities and taking the next hour to simply be and be receptive, honoring yourself. Melting deeper into the mat with each in-breath and out-breath. Sensing the contact you're making to the ground. Feel where your palms are meeting the earth. Feel where your arms are touching the earth. The forehead resting on the ground. And your knees, shins, feet resting on the ground. Lovely. Really becoming aware of the connection to Mother Nature, which is always there for you, that can always Hold your weight. Feeling the warmth of the earth. That earth energy that is also connected to Venus. Venus, the really big, majestic planet that is also really close to the earth. Yeah. So it rules a lot of our thinking, lots of big life decision, big questioning about our relationships. So it really takes up a big part of our life. Lovely, maybe melting a tiny bit deeper into the pose with each exhale. Can you let go a bit more? We really want to focus on the exhalation during this practice today. The more receptive yin qualities. Inhale, feel the ribs expanding, belly filling. Exhale, deflating the belly, deflating the ribs, letting go of any unwanted energies that are not yours. Inhale, breathing in good, fresh energy of the earth. Exhale, melting deeper into the ground. Two more deep in and exhalation in your own time. Breathing in and exhale, letting go. Maybe you want to exhale through the mouth. One more time, deep inhale. Feel the ribs expanding, upper back, and exhale, letting go. Lovely. Then when you're ready with your next inhale, walk the hands closer to the knees and come up into kneeling. Again, you can use a cushion here to make yourself more comfortable, or a blanket underneath the ankles if you like. And then find an upright spine here. Lovely. Take your hands into prayer in front of the heart. Take another big inhale. Maybe you like to close your eyes and set an intention for this practice. If you don't have an intention right now, you can repeat internally, I am worthy, I am loving, I am kind, I am worthy, I am loving, and I am kind to myself and others. Lovely. Opening the eyes on your next inhale. Sweep the arms up. Look up. Big inhale. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Exhale. Bring the hands in front of your heart. Again, inhaling. Big reaching here. Exhale. Opening to the left here. Gentle twist. Maybe you like to look over the left shoulder. You're up on your left fingertips here. Nice gentle twist. Lovely. Inhale, reach the left arm up, crossing left over the right arm, rounding the back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe back of the hands to back of the hands for your eagle arms. Maybe hands on the shoulders. Your elbows are drawing away from here, feeling a broadening in between the shoulder blades. Nice. One big inhale. And then exhale, releasing the hands. Inhale, sweep them up again. Looking up, reaching, reaching, reaching. Shoulders relaxed, down. And next exhale, open, twisting to the right side. Come up onto your right fingertips here. Gentle twist. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. If it feels good in the neck. Nice. Next inhale, the gaze follows the right hand and you're crossing the right arm over the left, getting round in the back here, breathing out. Inhale, lift the arms again, eagle arms, maybe back of the hands touching, or if this is too much, you can bring hands onto the shoulders and elbows are drawing away. See what works for you here. Feeling the broadening in between the shoulder blades. Lovely. One more big inhale. And then exhale, releasing. Maybe you want to circle out the wrists here. And then find a Sukhasana, cross leg. So a crossed-legged seat. Maybe your heels in front of heels or ankles crossed. And then just maybe still circling out the wrists one way. And then the other way. Lovely. Next inhale, sweep the arms up again. Exhale, bring hands in front of your heart. Anytime you bring your hands to your heart, reminding yourself of the intention that you maybe set or repeating internally, I am kind, loving, and worthy. Big inhale, sweep the arms up again. Lovely, relax the shoulders. And exhale, lean over to your left side here. Lovely opening here on the right side of the body. Maybe the forearm comes to touch the ground. Maybe you're up on the fingertips. See what feels good here. And then rotating the chest open to the sky, ceiling. Lovely. Exhale, inhale. Next inhale, find the center again. And exhale, lean over to the right side. Lovely side stretch here. Rotate the chest open. Deep breathing here. Breathing really into the ribs. Feel that nice opening here across the chest. Lovely. Big inhale back to center again. And then slowly swing, sway from side to side. Inhale when you come up. Exhale when you lean to the right. Inhale, exhale. Find your rhythm, and you can always close your eyes to bring the attention even more inwards. Nice. You can also draw circles here, leaning to the front. Exhale. Inhale when you come up. Exhale, leaning forwards. Inhale to the side. Nice opening here. Half moon circles. Lovely. Maybe you want to pause in a certain position. Maybe you want to pause here in the front. Maybe you want to walk the hands over to the left and pause there. See where your spine needs it the most. Lovely. Finding back to the center, slowly rippling up the spine. Bring the hands onto the knees. Maybe you want to change the cross of the feet so they don't fall asleep. You can always switch it. And then let's start to draw circles here from the belly, leaning forwards, inhaling, exhale when you lean back. Yeah, you can start really slow and then make the circle bigger. Working intuitively here and see in which direction you want to circle first. Maybe clockwise, maybe anti-clockwise. Really lovely practice that you can do every day. Just sitting and then circling, spiraling the spine, yeah. Such a range of movements the spine can come into, yeah. And maybe your articulations get bigger, you lean more forwards and more back. See how it feels when you shift the weight forwards over the heels and then back into the hips. What feels easier, better, nicer for you? Rounding the spine or back bending. And not forgetting to link the breath. Inhale, exhale. Lovely. And then when you had enough, we're circling into one direction. You pause and spiral the other way. Starting slow and then letting the circles get bigger. Enjoying this. Nice. Let the circles get bigger. Two more times. Inhale, exhale, and then letting the spirals get smaller again. Find the middle. Lovely. And then stretch out the left leg here. Try to flex the left foot, toes pointing towards you. And then inhale. Growing tall, long spine here, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, folding over the left leg. Breathing out, trying to relax the neck here. Inhale, find your way up again. Exhale, bring the hand in front of your heart. And let's switch the leg. Stretch out the right leg. Growing tall, inhaling. Turning towards the right leg and then folding over the leg. Let the head get heavy. Lovely. And then maybe you want to stretch out both legs here. Maybe you like to place cushions or blocks under the legs. Here they don't need to be completely straight. And then inhaling, long spine. Exhale, folding over towards the left leg. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the right. And you don't need to come too deep. See where the arms, your hands want to land. Lovely. Back to the center. Bring your hands together. Feet in front of each other. And then find your way over the knees into your tabletop. Yeah. So finding tabletop, neutral spine here, hands underneath the shoulders and knees right under the hips. Lovely. Head in extension with the spine. Nice. Inhale, reach the right arm up, opening to the right. Lovely. Exhale, thread the needle. Bring the right arm underneath the left. Inhale, opening again. And exhale, threading right under the left arm. One more time. Right arm high. Exhale. Thread the right arm through. Come to rest on the right shoulder here. Maybe you're up on your fingertips with the left hand in front of their face. Maybe you take a bind. So bringing the left hand to the right side of the hip or upper thigh. Maybe you like to stretch out the arm over the ear. Lovely. And then noticing how this feels in the shoulder. In the shoulder, in the upper back, resting on the temple, making contact to the ground. Lovely. Bring the left hand back in front of the face, pressing into the left hand, reaching the right arm high. Maybe circling the right arm here. Big articulations. Lovely. Then bring the right hand back onto the ground. Neutral tabletop. And inhale, reach the left arm high to the sky. Nice. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right, hovering the shoulder just above the ground. And inhale, opening to the side again. Lovely. Again, threading left arm under the right. And inhale, opening. One more time, threading the arm through, and then come to rest onto the left shoulder, onto the temple. Maybe your fingertips are up in front of your face. Maybe your right fingertips are up in front of the face. Maybe a bind. Maybe you extend the right arm overhead. Lovely. Not forgetting to breathe in your thread the needle. Feeling that opening in the shoulders, upper back. Lovely. And then when you had enough, bring the right hand close to your face again. Press into the right hand. Lift the left arm, opening to the side again. Maybe circling the left arm here. Exploring the range of motions. Nice. And then we meet back in your neutral tabletop again. Lovely. Meeting back in your neutral tabletop again. And let's do a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, cow. Opening the chest, opening across the collarbones, dipping the belly. Exhale, rounding, drawing in the navel, shoulders towards the ears. Let the head hang. Inhale, opening. And exhale, rounding the back. Find your unique articulations here in your down, in your cat and cow. And you can pause as long as you want to in one pose. And then maybe spiraling again in your cat and cow, which we did seated already. This feels a little bit different here on all fours. Maybe you want to widen the knees a little bit and then shifting the weights forwards and back. And then getting bigger with the spirals again. Leaning forwards and back. Inhale, coming forwards, and exhale, sending the weight back. And pausing and spiraling the other way. And if this is too intense for your wrist, you can always do this on the forearms. Yeah, you can always spiral and not putting any weight onto the wrist. See how this feels. And then when you had enough, meeting back here in your neutral tabletop. And let's walk the hands forwards for your puppy pose, okay? So melting the forehead, chest, heart to the ground, drawing the navel in slightly and feeling this broadening across the upper back. Try to keep the hips over the knees, long straight spine. Melting the heart towards the earth. Lovely. One more deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly lift the head again. Walk your hands underneath the shoulders. And let's take a step with the right foot in between the hands. Yeah, for your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. So getting comfortable here, yeah. We want to stay here a bit longer. Kind of hold the pose like a yin position. So 90-degree bend in the front leg, yeah. So keeping the knee over the ankle. And then if you like, you can come up, bringing the hands onto the thigh. Yeah, and trying to draw the right hip to the front, left to the back. You can also bring the hands onto the hips. See where you want to stay. Feeling that stretch in the groin. And maybe you want to shift the right knee just a bit more to the end of the back to feel that stretch even more. Lovely. And then becoming passive in this pose, yeah. Maybe you want to let the head relax down. Maybe your hands are still on the ground. You can also stay here. You could also use blocks here. Then breathing deep here. Feeling this hip opening. And this can come a bit uncomfortable. Hip openers can release a lot of emotion, knowing that this is normal. If you feel any rage or anger or sadness in these hip openers, that is okay. Not trying to change the emotions that want to come up. They're all valid. Taking another big inhale. And then exhale. Bring the hands back to the mat. Lovely. And then walk your left foot out to the long side of the mat here and let the hips sink a bit lower. If you like, you can stay here or you lift the knees, so tuck the toes for your lizard pose, yeah? So you can make it active or you can make it a bit more passive here. And then relaxing the neck. If you want and you have the room, you can also come down onto the forearms. But you absolutely don't have to. You can also stay up with blocks, maybe hands on the blocks. Breathing deep here into that groin stretch. Lovely. Few more breaths. Wherever you are. Nice. And then slowly walk the left foot a bit back towards the right knee so that you can turn onto the right side of the hip for your chilled lizard, lounge lizard kind of pose. Lounge lizard. So right toes are flexed, right foot is pulling towards you. The shoulders can come up towards the ears, yeah. Lovely. Maybe you want to lift the arm here. Maybe you want to come down onto the forearm. Nice. Lovely. And then from here, turning back towards the mat and bringing the left foot towards the right hand, finding an angle that works for you here to come into your pigeon, yeah? So left knee towards the left hand, and then right foot finds a nice angle. Now you can always support yourself with a block or cushion underneath the left hip bone here. Maybe you want to stay upright here in your pigeon. Maybe you want to come down and make this more passive. You could make a little cushion for the head. Nice. Feeling the weight of the upper body on your left leg. Melting into the earth. And then trying to calm the thoughts. Let them move a bit slower in this intense hip opener. Again, any emotion, thoughts that want to come up are valid. This is fine, it's natural for lots of things to arise. Trying to stay in the pose, breathing into the discomfort. Like in life, whenever a challenge arises, trying to solve it in a calm way, with ease, staying with the breath. And seeing each challenge as an opportunity to get stronger or softer with more ease, living life with more ease. And sometimes it takes a few minutes to get comfortable in hip openers, until you can feel like, okay, I can stay here a bit longer. But if it gets too intense, you can always come out, find your child's pose, and take a rest. Lovely. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, you can find child's pose, or maybe one more option if you like to take a bind here. You can grab hold of the right foot with the hand. Maybe mermaid So hooking the right foot into the arm and seeing how this goes here. Do you have the balance? Maybe a bind. Lovely. And then we all come out of the pigeon. So tuck the right toes, press into, lift the knee, and then step the left foot also back. And it's normal to feel like you have aged 100 years if you stay longer in your pigeon. And then send the hips back towards the heels. Take a rest in your child's pose here before we come to do the other side. Lovely. Okay, when you're ready, back to your tabletop and then take a big step with the right foot in between the hands. Let the hips sink down. Let the hips sink down. Yeah, you're up on your fingertips, or maybe you bring the hands. Maybe you bring the hands up onto the thigh. Lovely. Let the hips sink down a bit lower. Right hip is pulling back. Left hip is drawing forwards. Maybe you place the hands onto the hips. Lovely. And make this a passive low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Yeah? Really feeling the stretch in the groin. And then trying to calm the breath, the thoughts. Breathing deep. Maybe you want to sigh it out through the mouth. Lovely. Feeling the connection to the ground. Staying here, a few more breaths. Maybe you feel more comfortable now, wherever you are. Maybe down here, maybe up. Nice. Then slowly walking the right foot to the long edge of the mat. So both hands are inside the right foot for your lizard. Maybe active lizard here, tucking the toes, lift the knee. Maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you want to make it really passive and come down onto the forearms. Maybe blocks if you have them. Always very useful blocks. Focusing on the breath. Any sensation that come up here in this intense hypno opener are fine. Breathing deep. Lovely. When you had enough, you know what comes next. Your lounge lizard, so walking the right foot a bit back towards the left knee and then turning onto the left side. of the hip. Find your lounge lizard, flex the left foot here, chilling. Maybe extend it right arm. Maybe you come down onto left forearm, chilling here. Maybe you want to take expressions with the right arm, circling. Lovely. And then turning back towards the mat and bringing the right foot towards the left hand, right knee towards the right hand, and then finding an angle here in the front leg that works for you. Maybe you stay upright here in your pigeon. Maybe you use a block or cushion under the right sit bone, yeah? That can really help you here if you feel very tight in the hamstring. So choosing if you want to stay up or maybe you come down, make a little cushion with the hands. Resting the forehead on the ground and reminding yourself that you are loving, kind, and worthy. Feeling the support of the earth. You can always put your weight onto the earth. Yeah, nature's always there for you. So a natural healer can always go out whenever you feel low vibration. This will instantly lift your vibration. Immerse yourself in water, sand, soil, or the forest, whatever you like, whatever your heart desires. Getting regularly out into nature is good for the body, mind, and soul. Lovely. Then whenever you had enough, slowly coming up again, and you have an option of maybe your mermaid, so taking hold of the left ankle here. Maybe a bind. Really feel this heart opening, back bending. And then slowly releasing. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then step the right leg back and come to lay down onto the belly. Nice. No more intense hip openness for now. Maybe you want to wiggle the hips from left to right. Maybe windshield wiper the feet left and right. Really taking your time here. You can also roll onto the right side of the body. Little massage for the hips. And then roll left. See how this feels. Rolling onto the right side. And then left. Lovely. Then find your way onto the belly here. Come onto the forearms. Yeah, they're parallel to each other. Evenly spread all 10 fingers. Lovely. And then opening here across the chest. Opening the collarbones, pressing the pubic bone, hips really into the mat, as well as the flats of the feet, yeah? For your swings here. Swings pose. Maybe you want to lift the head, look towards the sky, maybe close your eyes. Lovely. If you like, you can stay in your swings or you come up into your seal. So bringing the hands kind of mat width apart, pressing into the hands and then lifting even more for your seal pose. And then only back bending as much as feels good here in your lower back. And then whenever you had enough, slowly coming down to rest. Again, maybe cushioning the head with your hands. And if there's one final stretch you'd like to do, you can now. Otherwise, you can take a Savasana on your belly today. Maybe you want to rest the head to one side, resting on the temple, or you look down, doing something a bit different today. Feeling your heart connected to the earth, the surrounding around you. Being present in the moment. Feeling yourself, your unique energy, and all the gifts that you have to offer the world. Merging only in your energy, your vibrations now. Honoring your true, authentic self. Everything you really need, you already have inside of yourself. And then taking a Shavasana as long as you need it today. You could also journal after this session, writing down maybe some hits of intuition, maybe some intuitive hits came to you during the practice, or writing down your values in relationships, patterns, or needs that you maybe have and you want to fulfill. And then when you finished your Savasana, you can meet me back in a seated position, maybe kneeling, maybe cross-legged. Let's bring the hands in front of our hearts and let's take a big breath together. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, inhaling and exhale. Lovely. Reminding yourself that you are kind, loving, and worthy, and you are being kind and compassionate to yourself and others. I hope you liked this practice, and yeah, have a lovely Venus retrograde wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. Bye.